day and night. Locals live in constant fear. Crops ravaged. Trash bins rummaged through. Vehicles crashing into four-legged beasts right on the highway. They reproduce rapidly, destroy everything in their path, and show no fear of humans. The authorities are powerless. The locals are exhausted. They don't need more promises. They need action. And that's when hunters like us step in. The most intense wild boar hunt of 2025 begins right here, right now. Seasonal hunters gather at the foot of the mountain, preparing to begin the hunt. We quickly split into groups, spread out, and took up positions along the mountainside, where we could clearly see the valley below. The barking of the hunting dogs grew louder, echoing through the mountains, a clear sign that the prey was being relentlessly pursued. And then they appeared. A herd of wild boars, casually foraging, completely unaware that death was lurking nearby. Without hesitation, we raised our rifles, took careful aim, and pulled the trigger. Gunshots shattered the silence. Following the barking, we suddenly saw 3 wild boars dart across our line of sight. Not giving them a chance to escape, we immediately opened fire. Bullets hit their targets. A quick, clean, and precise burst. Each one went down in turn. From my ambush position, I scanned the area, silently searching for the next target. Not long after, a dark figure staggered through the dry brush at the foot of the valley. A lone wild boar, unaware it was being watched. It was a long shot, far beyond the ideal range. Each second passed like an eternity. I took a deep breath, steadied my hands, aimed carefully and pulled the trigger. The gunshot echoed through the forest. Seconds later, it collapsed. A moment filled with tension, thrill, and pride. That wasn't luck. That was skill and trust rewarded. I carefully weaved through the dense underbrush, each step silent and deliberate. Through the gaps in the leaves, I caught a glimpse of a boar running, panicked, but not too far. Without hesitation, I gave chase, closing the distance step by step. As soon as it entered my sights, I stopped, raised my rifle, and fired. Everything went smoothly, almost unbelievably so. A strong start like this is always a good sign for a successful hunting day. After a tense chase, the herd scattered in all directions. I quickly repositioned, slipping into a thick bush to set up an ambush. Time felt frozen. Every second stretched like a century. Suddenly, a boar burst out of the bushes. Its heavy footsteps gave it away. I didn't hesitate. Reflexes kicked in. A sharp shot rang out. The boar tried to run a little farther before being cut off by the dogs. I seized the opportunity and pulled the trigger a second time. The boar dropped. A perfect ambush. Fast, clean, decisive. You see, in an ecosystem as rich as this, wild boars always have places to hide. So I knew there were still more lurking nearby. I continued searching, silently and patiently. Then suddenly, a shadow flickered across my view. Without hesitation, I squeezed the trigger. The bullet sliced through the air, hitting its mark. But I didn't stop there. I had discovered a new trail. Then another opportunity emerged. A group of large wild boars carelessly entered my line of sight. A few quick and accurate shots later, they fell one by one. Another efficient ambush. After several fierce encounters, the entire team began to feel tired. But just as we paused to rest and observe, more wild boars appeared. They were sneaking through the thick foliage. Not wasting a single second, we immediately flushed them out of hiding, and as a few emerged from the bushes, I raised my rifle and pulled the trigger. Fast, accurate shots followed. Although they were swift and alert, our experience and calm under pressure gave them no chance to escape. Deep in the forest, wild boars would occasionally dart through the treetops, but we never missed a beat, constantly pursuing, ambushing, and seizing every chance to strike. Today's hunt concluded with many valuable trophies. think this journey was worth experiencing on screen, don't forget to hit like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future adventures. Thank you for joining us. See you again on the next wild mountain peak.